So a lot of people on YouTube love to talk about retiring early or retire on the wheel strategy using the QQQ ETF. However, how feasible is it for like normal everyday people like us? And in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. And if you just drop a comment down below, I'm also going to give you my completely free early retirement strategy guide. These are the strategies that I'm going to be deploying to be more of an income-based investor, especially during my retirement years. So I'm never actually touching my principal. Okay, so if you want that full ebook guide, drop a comment down below, and while you're down there, I would love it if you hit that like button and that subscribe button. But guys, let's get into it today. So a lot of people here on YouTube, you see it all day long, right? It's saying retire early on the wheel strategy, retire this, retire that. But how feasible actually is this for normal everyday people like me and you? Okay, now first thing we have to do is go take a look at the options chain. Okay, so obviously I'll have the chart here pulled up because I'm going to show you guys some strategies that I like to deploy on what kind of like, timing these trades. But the reality of the situation when you're doing like a QQQ or even like the leveraged versions of TQQQ or SQQQ is there are still good times and bad times to do certain things. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. Okay, so let's go over just to our Robinhood account, and I'm just going to type in QQQ here. Okay, now if you don't know, obviously QQQ tracks the NASDAQ. And one of the reasons that a lot of people during the retirement years and people really like to sell options on QQQ is because for the most part, QQQ has always recovered and hit all-time highs. Now, obviously, past performance is not indicative of future results, but we could see this. This chart is a good sign as compared to plenty of others where they may have a huge pump and then just literally dump. Now, there are times, right? Like, for example, in 2021, when it dropped, right, it took many years to recover back to those levels, all right? It took just about 3 years almost to recover back. So you have to be okay with knowing that, unfortunately, sometimes with the strategy that you're going to see here today is that you have to just sit on your hands. And, I feel good sitting on my hands if it's like a QQQ because I believe that it will eventually recover and hit all-time highs again. But the way this strategy works is the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to go to the options chain and we're clicking sell a put, okay? All I'm saying here is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of a stock. That's quite literally it. Then I get to name the date that I'd be wanting to buy those stocks. Now, you're going to see the difference between a weekly and a monthly here in a moment, okay? Somebody that is going to be doing this during retirement, most of them, at least the people that I speak with, are usually doing the weeklies because you're collecting a lot more premium and return on your collateral, right? But people that are a lot more passive that really don't want to micromanage this stuff, they literally don't want to spend more than like 15 minutes, like a week on this stuff, they could just do monthly. So I'm going to show you the difference here real quick. So I'm going to go just 32 days away here, right, for just about a month out. Now, what I'm saying is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of QQQ on January 30th. Now, I also get to name my price, okay? So, obviously, at the time of recording this, QQQ is trading at $620. Now, obviously, I want to buy it for less than that, okay? Obviously, right? So, what do we want to do here, right? So, let's look at the 615s. If I do 615, right, and I click this contract, you will see I collect $813 of premium. This is coming from an options buyer, okay? That's who that money is coming from. Right now, you have to understand you're locking up $61,500 for this trade. So let me just map this out for you so it looks a lot better and cleaner into our cash secured put calculator here. And all my calculators are free. Just join me for the Ark Options Strategy Workshop. Click the first link in the description of today's video, and I give you my trade lock templates as well as both my premium calculators for free at the end of that. So we're collecting $813, right? And actually, let's just verify that. So bid and ask spread. So you'll collect just about $815. Let's just say $815 on this specific contract, right? $815. Now we are locking up $61,500. Pete, why are we locking up $61,500? That seems crazy. Well, why? Well, because you're saying here, I'm willing to buy 100 shares, right, of QQQ, right, on January 30th. So your brokerage, right, and everything I do is covered or cash secured, is going to lock up $61,500 because 615 times 100 shares, right, is $61,500. And you can see that's why Robinhood is nice for beginners because it tells you 100 shares each. One options contract is equal to 100 shares. That is the rule, okay? That is the rule, okay? Now, if we come back over to our cash secured put calculator, you could see that we get a return here of about 1.33% with a 32-day expiration, annualized at 15%. Obviously, results vary, not financial advice. These are just the premiums I'm seeing at the time of recording this video, okay? But with that said here, you could see a 1.33% return. Is that good? Is it bad? You guys already know. You got to make those decisions for yourself. For me, though, if I'm going to do a monthly, I'm going to be playing closer to the money with an ETF, okay? Typically, like if I'm doing a SPY or something like that. And the reason for that is because I don't mind getting stuck holding the stock, right? Like I genuinely don't. I believe it will hit all-time highs again, right? So I'm going to go up a little bit further and say like 619s, right? If I do like the 619s, you can see I have a 40 delta here. It is aggressive, that delta. Basically, what that's telling me is there's a 40% chance that I will have to buy 100 shares of QQQ at 619, or the way I like to look at it is there's a 60% chance that I'm not going to have to buy this stock. But here's the thing, the way I look at it is like, I win either way, right? Either way, number one, if I don't end up buying the shares, right? Let's say on the 30th at close, right? It's trading at like 620, 625, whatever. Obviously, I'm not buying the shares, and I got the premium anyway. I'm no longer collateralizing my cash. I could go run the play for the following month, and I move on with my life, right? Or the second thing that can happen is I end up having to buy my shares. Let's say this drops to 615. It's trading at 615 on the 30th, right? Well, I'm buying my shares at 619. Now, is that good? Is it bad? Well, in the moment, in the short term, it's a bad thing. Sure, I'll give it to you, right? Of course, it's a bad thing in the short term. But if our thesis that we believe it's going to come back and hit all-time highs again, even if I'm stuck holding it for a year, right, I'm able to still sell something called a covered call. But let's complete this side first. So if you're doing this for retirement, most likely you'll be doing this on a weekly basis because your gains will typically be better if you're going to be playing close to the money anyway, right? So I'll go out just 7 days here, okay? Now, you can see right here, your premium is obviously less, but your time is obviously less. So, for example, let's do the 618s here, right? 28 delta, that's usually where I do like to be, around that 30 delta. So 30% chance of not getting assigned, 70% chance, 70% chance of not getting assigned, 30% chance of getting assigned. That's usually where I like to be. Now, obviously, it's all BS, guys. At the end of the day, right? Like, you just assume you're going to get assigned when you sell a cash secured put. Don't try to think any technicals or Greeks are going to tell you what the market's going to do. Literally, no one does. All this stuff's controlled by algorithms, right? So in this specific case, we only collect $206, right? We only collect $206, right? But let's open this up. So we're collecting 206 here, right? And we're locking up, right, $61,800 on this specific trade. So a little bit more money, right? And we're playing a little bit more aggressively, right? But we're collecting about a 0.33% in a week's time, right? And if I just put my 7 days to expiration here, you can see our annualized return is slightly better than our monthly. Now, this is kind of where I personally would go. I would be shooting for like 0.5% a week, or trying to get as close to 0.5% a week. Now, obviously, if you're retired and you're doing this with a larger account, this gets obviously way more lucrative when you're playing with, a couple $100,000, right? Like in this specific case, if I had $370,000 that I can lock up, I'm essentially getting an extra $1,200 in premium a week, right? All right. Now, obviously, you could do it monthly as well, but again, you'll typically see much better returns when you are doing weeklies and being a little bit more aggressive, so to speak. But that's just the way it is. Usually when you're doing this on ETFs, right, all this stuff is already priced into the market anyway. So you're not getting any sort of edge or anything. But I do believe as option sellers, we do have an edge because we kind of see the whole trade, right, and all the possibilities of that trade. And we know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. And most importantly, time is on our side, right? We don't need a stock to blow up. We have time. We have 32 days for something to happen. We have 7 days for something to happen. It's a much, in my opinion, a boring strategy that you can complicate for yourself if you want to be more like a day trader of this, or you could be someone that's super passive like me that, I spend, literally maybe, and I'd take it a little bit more serious. So I probably spend at least a couple hours a day. But with that said, let's take a look at if you get assigned. Right now, this is where it's very lucrative for those of you that already have 100 shares of stock during your retirement and running something called covered calls. Now, covered call basically means you have 100 shares of a stock that you're putting on the line to maybe sell, okay? That's all that means, okay? So, for example, let's say you own 100 shares of QQQ right now with a cost basis of $619, we'll just say, right? Well, if that's the case, you can go out on like a monthly basis and be like, you know what? I'm willing to sell my 100 shares that I just bought for $619, right? I'm willing to sell those for a higher price, obviously, than what I bought it for, right? So in this specific case, let's say 625s, right? I just bought 100 shares of QQQ. I've been sitting on them at 619, and if it said 625 on January 30th, I'm willing to sell them. Now, take a look at this. Look at this premium you're getting. You're getting 1273 here of premium on this trade. And of course, you already know I got a calculator for this. Again, go attend the Ark Options workshop if you want my calculators for free. I give them to you at the end. $1,200, right? You're collecting. Obviously, results vary, not financial. Just what I'm seeing, right? So, but we're essentially saying that we're willing to sell our 100 shares. Maybe I'll talk about this in a minute. Our strike of the option is 625. That's what we're willing to sell. We're saying maybe to sell our shares. Our purchase strike price. What is our cost basis? We'll just say 619, right? Our premium return is 2%. How am I getting that? 1272 divided by $61,900. If we end up selling our shares, we're going to collect another profit of $600 for a total profit on this trade of just under $2,000 or a total return of 3%. Okay. So let's talk about the risks of this trade, okay? Because this one is your max profit potential. What you're seeing right here is your max profit potential, right? So for example, if the 30th rolls along and, QQQ is trading below 625, it's trading at like 623, 21, blah, 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 right? You don't have to sell your shares. You're not selling your shares, right? Your shares are returned back to you and you can run the play again for the following month. And I like to look at this as like renting out my shares, right? It's an asset that's just sitting there that I have 100 shares of. I'm going to go rent them out and maybe sell them. But either way, I'm collecting like a rent check, a premium from them, right? Just for saying maybe I would sell them. Now, the second thing that can happen, and this is the big risk of this strategy, is let's say on the 30th at close, right? Let's say QQQ is trading at like 630, 640, right? Well, guess what? You have locked in and you are selling your shares at 625. So that's what I mean when I say this is your max profit potential on this specific trade. Now, my personal opinion, right? I don't mind selling my shares. I like selling my shares because I lock in gains. I move on to the next opportunity, and this is the stock market, baby. There's always opportunities out there for us to take advantage of. So I never get married to a stock. Now, if you genuinely never want to sell your stock, right, I would say like put it in a buy and hold portfolio, like in your retirement accounts and stuff like that, and don't sell options on it because when you're selling your cash secured puts or your covered calls, assume you're going to either have to buy your shares or you're going to have to sell your shares. Guys, if you want my trade logs, trade log template, you want my 2 premium calculators, make sure to click that first link in the description of today's video. Attend the 90-minute Ark Options workshops. I'm going to show you all the stuff that we talked about today and taking the wheel strategy to the next level with a couple other hacks that I like to layer on into this. And make sure you stay until the end because then at the end, I will give you all of these free resources. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.